The trends in real estate investment class is, I think it's a general environment for making investments at this stage on one hand. On the other hand, I think from the capital market effect, which means Mr. Bernanke's and Mr. Draghi's policy, meaning a low level of interest rate, I think we should bear in mind that we are really sitting on a kind of a volcano, because everybody here on the fair feels that the day will come, maybe tomorrow, maybe in 2 years' time, I don't know, that the interest rate will rise, which means then overnight suddenly the attractiveness of real estate cools down extremely, because the asset class real estate becomes a much more unattractive position in comparison to fixed income or equity. I mentioned it earlier, I think the date when the Fed, say this, will increase the interest rate, nobody really knows it. It's kind of looking in the crystal ball. But I think as an industry we should really bear in mind that the good days will go on further, but we should really keep in mind that it will go suddenly, faster than we saw it in the year 2007 to 2008. And this should be a lesson learned philosophy where all our industry should bear in mind these days. Well, what I would recommend to Mr. Bernanke is that he should make really short and brief steps in increasing slightly, but on a linear level, to increase the interest rate to a level where we don't see dramatic changes in the inflation rate, which is for sure also an argument for or against real estate. Again, it's kind of a Gordian knot, to be honest, because on one hand he can increase, which supports the stock and interest investors. On the other hand, it will cool down the attractiveness of real estate. So again, whatever he's done, he always failed. And this is the consequences in these days from a capital market approach. I think the next year Mr. Draghi will first start increase the interest rate. For the next 12 months, I don't see any dramatic changes, to be honest. For the whole environment, investments in real estate, brick and mortar, Germany, maybe Netherlands, UK, Paris. So the environment and the sentiment for sure will be still positive.